Welcome, everyone. Today, I want you to stop whatever else you're thinking about and just listen to this one truth. Your brain is your greatest asset. Not your money, not your job, not your phone. Your brain is your life. If it stays sharp, focused, energetic, you can keep growing, learning, building, loving, and living to your fullest potential. But if it slows down, everything else in life follows. So today, we are going to talk about how to keep your brain young, not just for old people, but for anyone who wants to live a powerful, focused, and meaningful life. If you want to think better, speak better, remember faster, learn new things easily, and stay mentally strong even at 70 or 80, then this video is your guide. This is for every student, entrepreneur, teacher, parent, and dreamer who refuses to accept a weak, tired, foggy mind. Because let me tell you something. You can build a powerful body. You can earn millions of dollars. But if your mind starts to fail, you lose everything. So let's start the journey today. I will share with you 7 powerful tips to keep your brain young, active, and full of life. But not just surface-level advice. I'll explain everything deeply and clearly, with real examples, science, and motivation that will stay with you forever. This video will also improve your English, because you're learning powerful ideas in simple, clear language. So subscribe to our channel, because here, you don't just grow smarter, you grow fluent. Every video builds your brain and your English. Let's begin with the first 2 tips. Ready? Let's go. Tip 1. Keep learning something new. Make your brain sweat. Most people stop learning after school or college, and that's the first step toward a slow, tired, and aging brain. The truth is, your brain is designed to learn, every day, for your whole life. When you stop learning, your brain starts shrinking. But when you challenge your brain with something new, it grows new connections. This is called neuroplasticity. It means your brain stays flexible, sharp, and powerful, even at 60 or 70 years old. Let me give you a real example. There was a man named Masako Wakamiya from Japan. She learned to use computers at the age of 60. Then she started learning to code. At the age of 81, she built her own mobile app. Yes, 81 years old. Her brain didn't grow old because she kept learning. Now ask yourself, when was the last time you learned something truly new? Not just scrolling on Instagram or watching TV, but something that challenges you. Learning a new language. Learning to play a musical instrument. Trying a new recipe without a guide. Reading a book on a topic you know nothing about. Taking a course in something that makes you uncomfortable. Every time you do this, you force your brain to grow stronger. You form new neural pathways. You increase your focus. You boost your memory. And most importantly, you train your brain to stay young. Do you want to be that 40-year-old who already feels mentally tired and forgetful? Or the 70-year-old who can still joke, learn, remember, teach, and live powerfully? Choose to keep learning every single day, even for 10 minutes. Because when you keep learning, you stay young, not just in your brain, but in your spirit. Tip 2. Move your body. Because exercise is brain food. This might surprise you, but your brain doesn't just live in your head. It lives in your blood. It lives in your oxygen. It lives in your movement. If you sit all day, your brain starts slowing down. Your blood flow becomes weak. Your energy drops. Your creativity disappears. Your emotions go flat. You feel dull, foggy, unmotivated. But when you move your body, Your brain wakes up like it just had a fresh cup of life. Here's what science says. When you exercise, your body pumps more blood and oxygen to your brain. This increases the production of a protein called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which helps grow new brain cells, improve memory, and reduce brain aging. A research study done at the University of British Columbia found that regular aerobic exercise, like walking, swimming, or cycling, actually increases the size of the hippocampus, the part of the brain that controls memory and learning. Not only that, it helps reduce anxiety, depression, and brain fog. Do you know what's even more powerful? You don't need to go to the gym for 2 hours. Just 30 minutes of walking daily can do it. Yes, 30 minutes of walking, and your brain becomes younger every single day. Imagine two men, both 50 years old. One walks every day, even slowly, for 30 minutes. The other sits all day, works on a laptop, watches TV, and doesn't move. After just 3 months, the first man is sharper, more energetic, remembers things easily, and solves problems faster. The second man starts forgetting small things, feels tired, has trouble focusing. The difference? Movement. Your brain is not a machine. It's a living, breathing part of you, and it needs movement like plants need sunlight. Make it a rule. Move your body every day. Even if it's just a walk, even if it's just dancing in your room, even if it's just stretching. But move, because when your body moves, your brain grows younger. Tip 3. Eat brain-boosting foods. Because food is not just fuel, it's brain power. Most people eat for taste. Very few eat for function. Even fewer eat for focus. And that's where the real tragedy begins. Let me tell you the truth. Every bite you take is either building your brain or breaking it. It's either feeding your intelligence or feeding your confusion. Your brain is made of 60% fat. It needs high-quality nutrients to function well. If you give it garbage, it will give you brain fog. If you give it greatness, it will give you clarity. Now think of this. What did you eat yesterday? Chips, cola, sugar-filled snacks, fried street food, processed instant meals? If yes, then imagine pouring mud into the engine of a Ferrari and expecting it to win a race. It's impossible. But when you start giving your brain the right food, the results are incredible. Let me break it down. Here's what your brain truly loves. Omega-3 fatty acids. These are found in walnuts, flax seeds, chia seeds, and fatty fish like salmon. Omega-3s build the structure of brain cells and keep communication between neurons strong. Without it, your memory becomes weak. Antioxidants. These are found in blueberries, strawberries, spinach, and dark chocolate. Real cocoa, not sugary versions. Antioxidants protect your brain from aging and oxidative stress, like a bodyguard against mental decline. Leafy greens. Vegetables like spinach, kale, and broccoli are rich in vitamin K, folate, and beta-carotene. Nutrients linked to better memory and slower brain aging. Nuts and seeds. Packed with vitamin E and good fats, they protect your brain cells from damage. Whole grains. Your brain runs on glucose, but not the type from sugar. It wants slow, steady energy from whole grains like oats, brown rice, and quinoa. This keeps your focus steady throughout the day. Turmeric and black pepper turmeric contains curcumin, a powerful anti-inflammatory compound. Black pepper helps your body absorb it better. Together, they fight brain fog and depression. Now compare this to what people usually eat. White bread, noodles, chips, Deep-fried snacks, soft drinks, cookies, they feel good for 5 minutes, but they steal your energy, memory, and clarity for hours, sometimes even days. A study done by Rush University Medical Center created a brain diet called Mind Diet, combining elements of the Mediterranean diet and DASH diet. People who followed it closely had brains 7.5 years younger than those who didn't. Yes, food can reverse your brain's age by almost a decade. So from today, make this decision. If the food is killing your focus, it's not food. It's poison. Eat like a person who respects their mind. Eat like someone who wants to stay brilliant, even at 80. Because when you eat for your brain, your life begins to change from the inside out. Tip 4. Sleep like a genius. Because your brain repairs itself. While you sleep, here's one of the most dangerous lies of our generation. Sleep is a waste of time. People proudly say, I only sleep 4 hours a night, like it's a badge of honor. But let me tell you the truth. Cutting your sleep is cutting your intelligence. If you don't sleep well, your brain starts dying. Slowly, silently, and surely. Let's understand what sleep really is. Sleep is not just rest. Sleep is recovery, repair, rewiring, and rebirth. While you sleep, your brain clears out toxins. Your memories are organized and stored. Your emotions are processed. Your creativity is recharged. Your decision-making becomes sharper. Without sleep, your brain becomes like a dirty, unorganized room full of garbage. Now let me give you a shocking study. A research paper from the University of Rochester found that during deep sleep, your brain actually flushes out waste products that build up during the day, including beta amyloid, the protein linked to Alzheimer's disease. That means poor sleep is not just bad for focus, it's connected to brain diseases. Another Harvard study showed that sleep deprivation can reduce your ability to focus and remember things by 40%. Yes, almost half. Now think again. Scrolling on your phone till 2 a.m., watching one more episode on Netflix, waking up tired, running on caffeine, crashing in the afternoon, and then repeating the cycle. You may not feel it now, but every day your brain is silently begging you for recovery. And the worst part? Even one night of bad sleep can cause short temper, poor focus, low motivation, increased stress, slow thinking, weak memory. So how do you sleep like a genius? Here are some powerful strategies. Sleep at the same time every day. Your brain works best on a rhythm. Avoid screens 1 hour before bed. Blue light destroys melatonin, your sleep hormone. Keep your room dark and cool. The brain sleeps better in quiet and comfort. No caffeine after 2 p.m., or it stays in your system and disturbs your deep sleep. Read a book before bed. It calms your mind and triggers natural sleep. Journal or plan tomorrow to empty your thoughts and reduce anxiety. Let me give you a real-world story. There was a famous entrepreneur in Silicon Valley who built multi-million-dollar companies. But his success started slipping. He couldn't focus in meetings. He forgot simple things. His decisions became emotional. He thought it was burnout. But after doing brain scans, the doctors found the real reason: chronic sleep deprivation. Once he fixed his sleep, everything else improved. His clarity returned. His energy exploded. His memory became sharp again. So ask yourself, are you sleeping like a genius? Or sleeping like a slave to noise, notifications, and late-night habits? Because if you fix your sleep, you fix your brain. And when your brain is fixed, your life transforms. Tip 5. Train your brain. Use it or lose it. If I give you a piano and tell you I don't touch it for the next 10 years, what do you think will happen to your skills? Exactly, you'll forget. You'll lose touch, and your hands, mind, and memory will become slow and clumsy. Now understand something clearly. Your brain works the same way. If you don't use it, you will lose it. And the most dangerous thing is, you won't even realize it's happening. Most people stop challenging their minds after school or college. They spend their days doing the same tasks, the same thoughts, the same routine, the same comfort zone. And slowly, their brain begins to rust. But those who challenge their mind every single day, they become smarter with time, more focused, more disciplined, more creative, more powerful. So how do you train your brain every day? Not by reading a textbook for hours, but by activating different areas of your brain in small but powerful ways. Here are some brain workouts you can start today. Play strategy games like chess, Sudoku, memory cards, logic puzzles. Solve riddles and brain teasers that make you think from different angles. Do simple math in your head instead of using a calculator. Use your non-dominant hand to brush your teeth or eat. This forces your brain to adapt. Learn new words and use them in conversations. This builds your verbal memory. Do 2 activities at once, like walking while solving math in your head or listening to a podcast while cooking. Journal every day. It helps organize thoughts, builds clarity, and sharpens memory. Change your route while walking or driving. New environments trigger spatial memory. And the most powerful exercise of all? Teaching others. When you teach something, your brain has to understand it, organize it, explain it, and defend it. This is the ultimate mental workout. Real-world example. A study in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience showed that older adults who learned new skills like quilting, digital photography, or language learning had significantly improved memory and cognitive function. Even after the age of 60, they didn't take pills, they didn't go to therapy, they just trained their brains. So, from today, make this your rule. Don't just keep your body active, keep your mind active. Every single day. Challenge it, confuse it, stretch it, surprise it. Because if you do, your brain will stay young forever. Tip 6. Stay social and laugh often. Connection is brain medicine. This might be the most misunderstood brain tip in the world. Because people often think intelligence means being serious, quiet, and isolated. But science says something else. Your brain is wired for connection, for joy, for relationships, for laughter. If you isolate yourself, if you spend all day with screens instead of people, if you don't talk, don't laugh, don't listen, don't hug, don't express, your brain starts shutting down emotionally and cognitively. Let me explain. Human brains developed in tribes, not in rooms. Thousands of years ago, survival depended on communication, cooperation, and connection. Even today, when you talk to someone, your brain lights up. When you laugh, your brain releases dopamine and endorphins, natural chemicals that boost learning, memory, and emotional strength. When you share a story, your brain links emotions to memory, making it easier to recall. But what happens when you don't? When you isolate yourself, especially over long periods, your memory declines, your attention drops, your decision-making weakens, your risk of Alzheimer's and depression increases. Real example. A Harvard study tracked people for over 75 years to understand what makes life happy and long. The answer wasn't money, fame, or success. It was strong social relationships. People who had regular, deep conversations and stayed socially active had sharper minds at old age, better emotional stability, and less memory decline. Even short conversations matter. So here's what you can do to keep your brain young with connection. Talk to someone every day, not just chat messages, real voice or face. Call your parents, visit a friend, say good morning to your neighbor, join a group or club, book club, walking group, language class. Tell stories, share memories, ask people about their lives, laugh more, watch something funny, tell jokes, play with children. Help others. Volunteering makes your brain feel useful and loved. Every time you connect, your brain receives a gift, a moment of joy, a new perspective, a shared experience. Because a brain surrounded by love, laughter, and conversation stays forever young. Tip 7. Manage stress. Protect your brain from silent poison. Now comes the final tip, and it may be the most important of all. Stress is silent, but it is deadly. It doesn't shout, it doesn't bleed, but it burns you from the inside. Chronic stress is one of the most dangerous things for your brain. It shrinks the hippocampus, the area responsible for memory and learning. It increases cortisol, a hormone that damages brain cells. It disturbs your sleep, reduces your focus, increases anxiety, and makes you emotionally unstable. And worst of all, you don't even notice it, because stress becomes your normal. You wake up with pressure. You carry guilt from yesterday. You worry about tomorrow. You overthink small things. You scroll through problems online. You compare yourself. You suppress your emotions. And this becomes your lifestyle. But your brain wasn't built for this. Your brain was built for moments of stress, not a life of stress. If you don't break this cycle, your brain will start breaking you. So how do we fight it? Here are brain-saving techniques to manage stress daily. Meditation. Sit in silence for 10 minutes. Focus on your breath. Let thoughts pass. Do this daily. It increases gray matter in your brain, literally making it younger. Gratitude. Journaling. Write down 3 things you're thankful for every morning. Gratitude rewires your brain from survival to abundance. Breathwork. Take deep, slow breaths. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4. It slows your nervous system and calms your brain. Walking in nature. Nature therapy is real. Trees, birds, wind, they all reset your brain to a peaceful state. Say no. Learn to protect your energy. Don't say yes to every request. Set boundaries. Declutter your life. Clear your workspace. Clean your room. A clean space creates a calm brain. Talk to someone. Don't keep stress inside. Talk, share, cry if needed. Let it out. There was a man who had everything: money, job, success. But his memory was failing. His emotions were out of control. He couldn't focus. Doctors ran tests. No brain disease. The diagnosis? Chronic stress? He was carrying emotional tension, work pressure, family guilt, all in silence. The solution wasn't medicine. It was mind management. Once he started meditating, journaling, exercising, and talking about his feelings, his brain began to heal. He felt light, focused, sharp, calm, like a fog had lifted. So let me tell you this: your brain is not a machine. It feels what you feel. And when you take care of your inner peace, you protect your greatest power. You now have the 7 most powerful, science-backed, life-changing tools to keep your brain young. 1. Keep learning new things. 2. Move your body daily. 3. Eat brain-boosting foods. 4. Sleep deeply and regularly. 5. Train your brain with challenges. 6. Stay social and laugh often. 7. Manage your stress like a warrior of peace. These are not just habits. These are your weapons. Use them, protect your mind, sharpen your brain, and never forget, you're not growing old. You're becoming wiser, stronger, and more unstoppable every single day. So now you know the truth. Your brain doesn't grow old because of age. It grows old because of neglect, because you stop challenging it, because you stop feeding it the right way, because you stop listening to it when it whispers, "Take care of me before it's too late." But today, you changed that. Today, you decided to fight back, to protect your most powerful gift, your mind, to eat better, to sleep deeper, to move your body with pride, to speak with joy, to learn with fire, and to silence the noise of stress before it burns your light, because the world will never slow down. But your brain, if trained, loved, and respected, will carry you through it with strength, focus, and peace. It will help you create. It will help you connect. It will help you succeed. And more than anything, it will help you remember who you really are. You are not here to fade. You are not here to forget. You are here to grow younger, stronger, and wiser every single day. So take these 7 lessons and live them. Make them your daily rituals. And I promise you, your brain will thank you not just now, but for the rest of your life. If this message touched you, taught you, or woke something up inside you, then don't just scroll away. Subscribe now, because this is not just a channel. This is your new home for growth, clarity, and purpose. Let's build the strongest minds in the world together. And we're only getting started. Subscribe now. And I'll see you in the next powerful video. Until then, take care of your mind, and it will take care of everything else.